Tina, thank you. Now let's turn to Valhalla. Well, rain is something the leaders at the golf course say they are prepared for this week. But this morning, certainly some confusion we found for the spectators who were there watching the practice round day 2. At one point, they were told to evacuate onto the shuttles, and that then changed changed into what's called a shelter in place. Isaiah Kim Martinez is there at the golf course right now. And Isaiah, you were there when this happened. Was it heavy rain just coming down, or did you hear thunder and see lightning?
Well, Doug, the lightning was the big concern. That was why there was a warning. That's why the sirens had sounded right when I got off the shuttle itself. I just started to see folks not far from the media center, and you're about to see in this story, basically take their umbrellas and start going for cover. And that's when we started asking questions. Turns out many of them were told to take shelter, but they weren't sure where they should go. And ultimately, heading back to the expo center to them was not an option. The signs no one wanted to see, but in some ways were inevitable. At the range Tuesday morning at Valhalla, play suspended.
We're under emergency. The golf course is closed.
Thousands of fans around the course scrambling to find cover. The directive from authorities to evacuate.
The signs are saying weather warnings to seek shelter, but we're trying to figure out exactly where shelter is.
So they told us to go to the buses, but we're just going to stay out here.
It's just past 10:15 here this morning, and we've seen a sea of umbrellas walking through the 13th fairway. A lot of folks, one of the stations to get food here. We're seeing huge long lines. Naturally, any place where there is cover. Matthew Murdoch and his kids in lockstep with dozens of people heading to one of the nearby market stations to wait out the warning. Did you shuttle here?
We shuttled here, right from the expo center. No one's told us anything where to go. So we're just trying to get some food. We'll probably hang out until lunchtime.
Fans packed under cover, shoulder to shoulder, but officials telling them they couldn't stay there, saying they needed to head to the shuttles, and at one point roping this area off. Some attendees with confused looks on their faces.
I mean, that's kind of silly to walk all the way back, especially if there's going to be lightning, maybe.
St. Matthew's Jeannie and Lowell Deskins confident the conditions would turn around quickly.
If you get Ben Pine to clear things up by, say, 11:30 or 12, we got another 4 hours of watching it, so all good.
Overall, the rain was short-lived. Valhalla Course Superintendent John Ballard estimating just 1/10 of an inch so far, but there could be more soggy weather on the way, potentially testing the course's drainage system. What do you guys have in place to make sure that that doesn't become an issue?
For the tournament specifically, we kind of went to all those catch basins, made sure they were cleaned out, flowing good, that type of thing, knowing that we could get some rain. We've got things on putting greens, squeegeeing off water, some different things like that. So bought a few new tools.
And for those of you who aren't here, we're going to give you a little sound here. So that's what we're dealing with at this point. Nothing too crazy. One more time. Overall, like you heard there, about 1/10 of an inch of rain. Nothing too crazy here today. The course has handled it well, but as Christina had mentioned, a little bit of rinse and repeat weather for tomorrow. More rain in the forecast. It'll be the test as we go closer to when, of course, the professional golfers will tee off for the PGA Championship. Doug?